Hello friends, today we will study about the Erickson's 8 stages of psychological development. So stage 1 is the trust versus mistrust. This is equally important and equivalent to the oral stage of Freud. The age ranges from 0 to 1.5 years. To resolve the feelings of uncertainty, the infant looks to the primary caregivers for stability, consistency, familiarity, and continuity. When the baby is able to solve trust versus mistrust conflict, the first psychological strength or virtue called hope emerges. Stage 2, autonomy versus shame and doubt. This is equivalent to the anal stage of Freud. The age ranges 1.5 years to 3 years. When children interactions are effective, their feelings of autonomy and competence are strengthened, like putting on clothes, playing with toys, manipulating a variety of household objects, etc. If their effort meet with failure, ridiculed or criticized or controlled by authoritative parents, it results feeling of self-doubt. Okay, so subscribe my channel there so I can present more videos like this. Now stage 3, initiative versus guilt, acquiring purpose. The age ranges 3 to 5 years and it is equal to the phallic stage of the psychosexual development of Freud. This is the play stage and the child tries to own new responsibilities, hence ego quality of initiative emerges. Damage to this stage is development of guilt. Parents not allowed to complete a task on their own. Many parents are there. They do not allow to complete any project or any small task also, because they feel that their child is not very much perfect in doing that work. When this conflict is resolved, the virtue of purpose develops. What is purpose? Courage to pursue goals without having any fear, guilt or punishment. Now the stage 4, industry versus inferiority, that is acquiring competency. The age range is 5 to 12 years. If the child in school fails to master the technology and skills, sense of inferiority develops. A satisfactory resolve of this conflict leads to the development of the virtue of competence. And competence means intelligence in the completion of task. Now stage 5, ego, identity versus role confusion. The age range is 12 to 18 or 20 years and it is the stage of transition to adulthood. So the main virtue is acquiring fidelity. Ego identity develops. What is ego identity? Adequate strength to control their destinies and try to establish themselves in the society. Failing in this, role confusion develops. The individual becomes rebellious, establishing negative identity. Satisfactory resolution leads to development of fidelity. Fidelity means being able to commit oneself to others on the basis of acceptance. Stage 6 is the intimacy versus isolation, acquiring love. So this is the age range of 18 to 40 years, young adulthood. Individual who has not established a firm personal identity will feel isolated and lonely. Healthy resolution of this stage will lead to love virtue. Love means person demonstrates an attitude of respect, care and responsibility towards others. Stage 7 is generativity versus stagnation, means acquiring care. Age ranges 40 to 65 years. Generativity means concern of older generations attempt to establish and guide those persons who are going to replace them in near future. If fails to develop, the senses of generativity develop stagnation or self-absorption. Self-absorption means person cares only for the satisfaction of his own personal needs and not for others. Now the stage 8 is ego integrity versus despair. Acquiring wisdom is the virtue. Age range is above 65 years. Ego integrity means occurs when the individual look back on the events of the past 7 stages with pleasure about what has taken place and the people one has developed, helping hand to develop a complete life. Sense of competence, bitterness, anger. So when it is resolved, virtue of wisdom develops. Thank you.